All right, we have a clip from Jordan thinking through belief in God again.
Well, the question, did that happen, begs the question, what do you mean by happen? Because when you are dealing with fundamental realities and you pose a question, you have to understand that the reality of the concepts of your question, when you're digging that deep, are just as questionable as what you're questioning.
They're not digging that deep. This is just special pleading. It's the same thing if someone asks, or someone reads The Night Before Christmas. And it was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Do you think that actually happened? Well, it depends on what you mean by happen. It's like, no, they're asking you if you take into consideration the common usage of these terms. It's the same thing that anyone would say to any kind of piece of literature. Like, do you think that thing actually happened? They're not asking, do you think this happened conceptually, like someone conceived of these stories or narratives? I think this is obfuscation.
So people say to me, do you believe in God? And I think, okay, there's a couple of mysteries in that question. What do you mean do? What do you mean you? What do you mean believe? And what do you mean God?
Again, the same thing people mean when they say, do you believe in Santa Claus? I would like to ask Jordan this question and see if he can come up with an answer to it. And he might say something like, whoa, but the concept of God is so much more profound and so many. Well, not to me. It's not to me. I've never believed in the existence of a God. It's a question of belief in the existence of something. So I think if Jordan wanted to be clear about this, he would say, well, I think it's quite clear that God exists conceptually, but it seems like he's agnostic to whether or not he can claim to know whether God exists physically or in the natural world as we would measure, let's say, scientifically.